So, friends, today we are going to discuss characteristics of digital IC. So, what are the characteristics of digital ICs? The first important characteristic is propagation delay time, second is power dissipation, third is figure of merit, fourth is fan in and fan out, next is your current and voltage parameter, next is your noise margin, and last is your operating temperature range. So these are the characteristics which we are going to consider while designing an IC. So let us see one by one. So what is propagation delay? Firstly I will be discussing in short, then we will go in brief of all these things. So propagation delay, in shortly, propagation delay is the delay between input and output waveform. So whenever input and output waveforms are going to start, there will be some delay between input and output. So that delay is called as what? Propagation delay time. Next one is your power dissipation. So what is power dissipation? How much amount of power your circuit is going to consume, that is called as power dissipation. So it is given by formula P is equals to VCC into ICC. Next is figure of merit. Now what is figure of merit? Figure of merit is the product of propagation delay time and power dissipation. The parameters above figure of merit, that is propagation delay and power dissipation. So figure of merit is the product of these two quantities. Next is fan in. Fan in means what? How many inputs a particular gate is going to have, that is called as what? Fan in. And fan out, number of inputs of a similar IC that a gate can withstand without changing its output voltage. So by repeating the statement you will not get this concept, so I will be explaining afterwards. Next, current and voltage parameter. So which current and which voltage parameters we will be considering? Input current, input voltage, output current. These are the voltage and current parameters. Next is noise margin. So what is noise margin? Amount of noise which can be tolerated by that circuit without changing its behavior, that is called as now noise margin, or how much noise that circuit can tolerate. Next is operating temperature range. So while we are designing an IC, we have to take into consideration operating temperature. For commercial purpose it is 0 to 70 degrees Celsius, and for military purpose it is minus 55 degrees Celsius to 125 degree Celsius. So these are the basic parameters which we are going to study. So let us study one by one. First parameter which we are going to study here is propagation delay time. So what is propagation delay time? See here, we are having two waveforms. First waveform which is shown in the figure, and second waveform. Okay, so first we should know what is rise time for that particular switching time, or we can say propagation delay time. Okay, the rise time which is seen in the PPT, propagation delay time which is denoted by TP. Okay, so the rise time, what is rise time? It is going to rise from, see waveform number 1, it is going to rise from 10% to 90%, that is your rise time which is denoted by TR. Next is your what? Fall time. Fall time means what? Waveform is going to move from 90% to 10%, you can see in the diagram. So that is called as what? Rise time and fall time. Okay, so what is propagation delay? Propagation delay is what? Average of those two quantities, that is what? TPLH. See the formula TPLH. What is low period? What is TP? Transaction period or delay period from low to high. Next is TPHL, that is from high level to low level. Okay, so that is propagation delay time, and we have to divide it by 2, or simply it is a delay between input and output waveform. Okay, it is not like that both the waveforms will be starting at the same time. One waveform will be starting at less time and another will be starting at more time. So how much is the delay between that waveform? That is called as what? Propagation delay. So rise time is from 10% to 90%, and fall time is from what? 90% to 10%. And how to find out the propagation delay? TP, that is equals to what? TPLH, from low to high plus high to low transaction period, and divided by 2. That is called as what? That particular parameter is called as what? Propagation delay, which is denoted by TP. Or simply you can draw two waveform and show the difference between them. That is called as your propagation delay. Next, power dissipation. What is power dissipation? How much power a particular circuit is going to consume. The amount of power consumed by the circuit or amount of power dissipated in the circuit. That is called as what? Power dissipation. For TTL family, how much is the standard power dissipation? That is 10 milliwatt. Milli means 10 raised to minus 3. That much power of circuit is going to consume. So what is the formula for power dissipation? P is equals to VCC into ICC. Now my dear student, the question arises whether circuit should consume less power or more power. Obviously for proper operation, circuit should consume less power. Okay, power dissipation should be always less. If power dissipation is less, cooling cost is going to be less. So power dissipation should be less. So that is called as power dissipation, amount of power consumed by the circuit. That is called as your power dissipation. Fine. And power is measured in what? Watts. So VCC is what? Supply source. And what is ICC? Current supply source, voltage source and current source. Next, figure of merit. Already discussed what is figure of merit. It is product of those two quantities which we have studied before. Which were the two quantities which we studied before? The first quantity was what? Propagation delay, and second was what? Power dissipation. So what is formula for figure of merit? See the PPT. First we will see the definition. Figure of merit, it is defined as what? Product of propagation delay and power dissipation. Okay, so propagation delay, which is denoted by TP, and power dissipation denoted by PD. So propagation delay, which is measured in what? Nanoseconds. So delay is very small, that is in terms of 10 raised to minus 9, that is nano, and milliwatt means what? 10 raised to minus 3. So 10 raised to minus 3 into 10 raised to what? Minus 9 into minus 3, that is minus 12. So it is how much? So that is how much total? That is equals to how much? 10 raised to minus 12. So that is total figure of merit, that is product of propagation delay and power dissipation. Fine. Next is what is next parameter? Fan out and fan in. So before fan out I will be seeing what is fan in. Fan in means what? Number of input a gate has. How many input a particular gate is going to have, that is called as what? Fan in. Number of input a gate has, that is called as what? Fan in. Suppose, now see, I will be drawing some diagram. Now this is my AND gate. Just a minute. Fan in means number of input a gate is going to have, that is called as what? Fan in. Suppose there is two input AND gate, so how many inputs will be there? 2 inputs. So what will be the value of fan in? Fan in will be how much? It will be 2. Okay, so that is called as what? Fan in, number of input a gate has. So let us see fan in. Suppose this is my AND gate. So there are how many inputs? 2 inputs. So what will be the value of fan in? Fan in will be how much? 2. So fan in means number of input a gate had. If I will be having 3 input, so what will be the value of fan in? Fan in will be how much? It will be 3. If 4 input, what will be fan in? 4. Fine. Next, fan out. What is fan out? It is defined as maximum number of similar IC family that gate can drive without falling outside specified output voltage. So by the definition you will not get the concept. So in short I will be telling you what is fan out. Okay, suppose there is one gate which is that gate? Suppose it is AND gate. Okay, suppose I am having AND gate. So let us see, I am having AND gate. So this is my AND gate. So how many inputs are there for AND gate? 2 input AND gate, 3 input AND gate, 4 input AND gate we can be having. So how much input I am going to have? So it depends upon that particular thing. Okay, so let us see. So this is my gate. Okay, suppose this is my AND gate. It is having 1 2 3 input. Okay, fine. So how it is defined? Maximum number of input that a gate can drive without falling specified output voltage. Now suppose my output voltage is how much? 5 volt. How much is my output voltage? 5 volt. Means if I am having 3 inputs, at that time my output voltage should be 5 volt. Now if I am giving 4th input and if my output voltage is changing, so what will be the fan in, fan out in this case? It will be how much? 3. So input, whenever I am going to change the input, at that time my output should not change. That is called as what? Fan out. That is maximum number of input of a similar IC that a gate can drive without falling outside specified output voltage. Okay, so that is called as what? Fan out. In short, fan out means what? Output should not change if my input is going to increase. That is called as what? Fan out. So it is defined as maximum number of input a gate can withstand without changing the output voltage in a specified limit. That is called as fan out. Fan in means number of input a gate has. Next is what? Noise margin or noise immunity. It is the ability of the circuit to tolerate the noise signal. How much noise that particular circuit can tolerate, that is called as what? Noise margin. Obviously the noise margin should be less. Circuit should make less noise. So noise margin is what? Ability of the circuit to tolerate the noise signal. So here they have given one example. They have given what is noise margin. So no need of this, just a definition, ability of the circuit to tolerate the noise signal. Now next is what? Voltage, input and output voltage. So what is input voltage? Whenever you are going to take any gate, it will be having what? VIL input voltage. Again it will be having output voltage. So whenever I am going to take the gate, so what are the input voltage of AND gate? VIL input voltage low, VOL output voltage low, VIH input voltage high, VOL output voltage low. So these are the voltage. Just you have to draw the diagram and you have to explain those things. So no need of going. So what are the voltage and current parameters? So if I am going to take AND gate, so what are the inputs? So that are called as what? Input and output voltage. So what they have taken here? They have taken one inverter that is joined to the another inverter. Okay, the minimum output voltage is high. That is how much? 2.5 volt. So they have given one examples, that are your voltage and current parameters. So which are the voltage things which will be taking at the input? That are your input voltage, and the output we are going to denote by something, that will be your output voltage. And the next parameter is what? Operating temperature. So what is operating temperature? It is the temperature range in which IC functions properly. That is your operating temperature. For consumer application it is 0 to 70 degrees Celsius, and for military purpose it is minus 55 degrees Celsius to 125 degrees Celsius. Okay, so that is the operating temperature. For consumer it is how much? 0 to 70, and for military it is how much? Minus 55 to 125 degree Celsius. So we'll have a short review of all the parameters which we have studied. Okay, first is what? Propagation delay. So what is the propagation delay? Propagation delay is the time required to change the input and output voltage, or the difference between input and output waveform. That is called as what? Propagation delay time. So it will be having rise time from 10 to 90% and fall time from 90 to 10. Next is power dissipation, how much power a circuit is going to consume. Figure of merit, that is product of propagation delay and power dissipation. Fan in, number of input a gate has. fan out, number of input of a similar IC that a gate can withstand without changing the output voltage, current and voltage parameter. Take any one gate, write down what are the input parameters and what are the output parameters related to current and voltage. Next is noise margin. What is noise margin? Ability of the circuit to tolerate the noise signal. And last parameter, that is called as what? Operating temperature. That is for consumer application it is 0 to 70 degrees Celsius, and for military it is minus 55 to 125 degree Celsius. So these are the different characteristics of digital IC.